Whether you're looking to decorate your house for Halloween or make a delicious pie, you'll need a perfect pumpkin. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today we're at Quinn's Farm to find the right pumpkin. Here we are at the pie pumpkins, if I'm not mistaken. These are for cooking. So what makes these good for putting in a pie?
The texture of the flesh inside is what we're after. Compared to the big jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, this is much smoother, darker in color, drier, and less fiber. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin has all of what I just said. Too much water in it, too much fiber, no color, and no texture, no flavor. And
it's got a lot of flesh in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So when you're looking for a pie pumpkin, how are you trying to find one? Like, what's the best?
Oh, anything firm, hard, and this guy is so hard, you wouldn't even be able to cut it with this knife. But anything firm, hard, without blemishes on it, this is not a blemish here, just the soil side is always discolored slightly compared to the rest of the pumpkin.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're also supposed to look for something that's quite heavy for its size.
Yes,
if that makes sense.
yes, yeah. That's right. You got it.
I did my research.
You're working on this, girl. Yes, the heavier they are, the denser they are, and the thicker the flesh. And if we go to one of the squash over here, this is one of our favorite, the Sweet Mama squash. And we take that guy apart. We usually just cut it top to bottom. And again, these guys are quite firm. They'll get you if you don't know how to cut them. And I'm working with too small of equipment here, but there we go. But see how dark that is and how smooth it is. There's no fiber there. If you get rid of the flesh on the inside, the loose material and the seed, we cook it up just like that. Okay. Take the skin off after, separate the skin from the flesh after cooking. Because any of these hard guys, you go trying to separate that before cooking and a knife slips, you're in the hospital and no more squash or pumpkins. A spaghetti squash, all of the Martha Stewart, everything, all shows it being cut end to end. But cutting it, as we've cut this guy, in the round motion, cutting around the fiber instead of the lengthwise on it, just take the seed and the bulk material out of the inside. This is all cooked, usually in steam or in the oven. The skin comes off when you serve it. It's like real spaghetti. And it's unique. The texture of this is unique to any other squash. It's totally different. The commonest squash, of course, is the little acorn squash. Common for a lot of reasons. It's the easiest one to grow. It's a size that's nice for a family, but there's nothing special about the way it cooks up or anything. It's just ordinary compared to some of the other stuff that's now available on the market.
I think they're also pretty popular because people use them as soup bowls.
Right.
Because they're nicely shaped.
Yes. You see again, that's a fairly nice texture. You don't see the fiber the way you see fiber in the spaghetti squash. And another really common one is this.
Love butternut squash.
The butternut squash is again the second most common one after or along with the acorn squash. And that's solid meat. The only thing that contains the seed is the little bit down here in the base, little round piece in the base.
Well, now that we've got all the eating pumpkins, can we talk about the perfect jack-o'-lantern pumpkins?
Jack-o'-lanterns, and perfect is all in the eye of the beholder entirely. Some of the guys looking for a nice green one, we sell a few of those and more every year.
That doesn't mean it's not ripe yet?
Correct, that's what it means.
Okay.
That's what it is an unripe. We had a dry summer with some fruit set early. The dry weather comes, the plant won't make any more fruit. We had some late August rains. This came in as of mid-August. Oh, wow. All these other guys were already orange by then.
But can you carve a green pumpkin?
Oh, sure.
Yeah? That'd be
really
a great
special.
like haunted house or something.
Anything we want to put in there can make a really nice design on the dark color. Really stands out, makes a nice, unique
Yeah, you don't even have to wait to light it up.
It's there. The contrast is really good.
I think this one over here, it looks like it has a firm and sturdy stem here.
Nice strong handle on it.
Which is what you're looking for, right?
For sure. A little bit of scarring here. This was a scar that formed when it was real soft. Wind or something moved the leaf over and the leaves are covered with little hairs. And the hairs scratched this. We would use something like this for a blemish on the face or whatever. If we were carving, you just do whatever to it. That's without any artistic skills whatsoever, we can do that.
Now you were mentioning that carving it this way and not all the way through helps it to last better.
For sure, you're not introducing contamination into the inside of the pumpkin. It will only spoil, it will only take on fungus growth from the surface cuts you make in it. So the interior is still there to hold it up.
Not only that, this way you don't have to clean the inside.
Right, yeah, who needs that, eh?
The worst part.
The trick is to get all this stuff on the upper half of the pumpkin. Nobody sees the bottom half, so try and get everything up as high as you can. Give them a great big mouth. And like I say, if that was cut through the pumpkin, that would allow the pumpkin to collapse in a very short time. It dries this flesh out. Once it dries, shrinking happens, and then you have the old man pumpkin.